Breaking news from the Alert Center. One man is injured after a stabbing early this morning at a Burger King location here in North Omaha. This happened shortly after 12:30 a.m. Omaha police responded to this incident in the restaurant parking lot near 28th Street and Ames Avenue. And police tell First Alert 6 on the scene that prior to the stabbing, two men were involved in an altercation. They say one of the two men pulled out a knife and stabbed the other. And the man was then taken to the hospital by private vehicle. That's what police dispatch confirms. And according to OPD, his injuries are believed to be non-life-threatening. Well, an officer on the scene confirmed that the stabbing happened in the parking lot, and an investigation into the incident has started. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining me here at the Alert Center. My name is Elena Riley, and I bring you our top headlines every weekday morning. We have more to get to, so let's head there. Right, well, last night, President Donald Trump signed a bill to stop the longest ever shutdown in U.S. history. That's 43 days. And according to the Associated Press, the signing ceremony came just hours after the House passed the measure on a mostly party-line vote of 222 to 209. And the House returned to session yesterday for the first time since September 19th, after the law passed in the Senate on Monday. The bill includes the rehiring of some federal workers fired by the Trump administration since the shutdown began, and ensuring SNAP benefits are funded through next September. That's what AP reports. And the package will fund the government through January 30th. Well, Nebraska Representative Mike Flood did respond to this. In a statement, he said after more than 40 days, the Democrat shutdown is finally over. Over the last several weeks, families have waited for food assistance, homebuyers couldn't purchase flood insurance, and over 1 million federal employees went without pay. This bipartisan agreement to reopen the government delivers 3 of the 12 annual appropriation bills, while giving Congress until January 30th to complete the rest. He says, importantly, the package extends SNAP, WIC, and other critical programs through the end of the fiscal year so that working families have certainty. And then a little more Nebraska-centered here, he says, additionally, it includes $16 million to further support the construction of the National Center for Resilient and Regenerative Precision Agriculture located at Innovation Campus in Lincoln, and over $42 million in funding for Offutt Air Force Base's Survivable Airborne Operations Center program. So that is what Flood has to say on that after the signing. And 2 of the 16 charged with the murder of an Omaha man last August will be sentenced in court today. Mursal Jama, he's 64. He was shot and killed in Omaha as he got home from his second job as an Uber driver. Investigators arrested 6 boys for the murder. They're ranging in ages from 11 to 17. And Trenton Titsworth Hunt is scheduled to be sentenced in Douglas County District Court at 2 p.m. today. And Deshaun Titsworth Hunt, Trenton's younger brother, will be sentenced shortly after today as well. And Trenton and Deshaun both pleaded no contest to their charges related to the killing here. And Joseph Keys, he was 14 at the time of the murder, and Talon Wilson, he was 16 at the time of the murder, will be sentenced here later this year. And the other 2 arrested, their ages 11 and 13, are in the juvenile justice system. The 11-year-old was ruled incompetent to stand trial. That was back in January. So we'll have updates on that today at First Alert 6, those court appearances. And the next phase of construction at the 72nd and L interchange will result in major traffic impacts starting today. 72nd Street is scheduled to be closed in both directions as the demolition of the L Street Bridge begins today. It is set to reopen no later than 6 a.m. on Tuesday. That's according to Jarrett Lansford with First Alert 6 traffic. And traffic on L Street between 78th and 67th will be reconfigured to a 2-lane, 2-way arrangement that is scheduled to last through the fall of next year, so be aware of that. And the intersection is in the process of being rebuilt, with construction expected to last through next fall, so a lot going on here. And for more traffic updates, you can check out our traffic blog that is at First Alert 6 online. Well, the Bellevue Police Department has named the pedestrian that was hit and killed on Tuesday evening. The crash happened shortly before 5 p.m. on Tuesday on Highway 75 near Cornhusker Road. And an initial investigation revealed that a concrete truck was northbound on Highway 75, also known as the JFK Freeway, when a person was struck. And in a release, 17-year-old Odell Jackson, he's of Bellevue, he was named as the pedestrian, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Well, yesterday morning, Bellevue East High School confirmed that Jackson was a senior there. They sent a statement to us. They said that we are deeply saddened to hear of the passing of one of our students. Bellevue Public Schools extends our heartfelt sympathies to the family and friends of Odell during this difficult time. And my last headline this morning is that today, Nebraska's chapter of the National Safety Council is participating in the World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims. Well, the public is encouraged to attend the event. It's meant to honor the lives lost and families impacted by roadway crashes here in our state. That's what a release reads. You can go to the Omaha NSCN location at 3111 Oakview Drive. That's at 10 a.m. this morning for the event. And in the release, officials report that just last year, Nebraska lost 251 lives to traffic crashes and incidents. They say it's the highest number of fatalities in about 17 years. Wow, that is a crazy number there. Wow. Omaha Mayor John Ewing Jr., OPD Chief Todd Schmaderer, and Senator John Kavanaugh are all expected to be in attendance at this event today. So honoring those lives lost, very, very important. Right, we're going to head here to First Alert 6 online with my web story here. This is 6 Things You Need to Know. It's Thursday, November 13th. I bring this to you at about 6 a.m. every weekday morning to get you your top headlines, get you in the know for the day, as well as this live stream here at around 8 a.m. to talk those over. All right, well, thank you very much for joining me this morning, and have a good start to your day.